Yeah, I've got skills. What you gonna do about it? Yeah, what up YouTube? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, back at you with another Forza 6 build video, man. In this one, I got a personal, not really request, but a personal build coming up here. And that one is for the new Infiniti Q60. Now, as you guys just saw, I do have the Infiniti Q50 Rouge. However, this 2015 Infiniti Q60 concept has been just screaming at me every single time that I go to this screen. So what I'm gonna do is accept this free car from Forza and get this build started, man. So if you mofos are new to the channel, that's kind of slick. If you guys are new to the channel, I want to say thank you for tuning in. And, you know, what a build to be coming in on. If you guys are repeat offenders, which most of you guys are, I just want to say thank you guys, man. You guys are the best YouTubers. It's been nothing but love since this channel opened. And, you know, I just want to give a big shout outs to you guys who are always watching. Now, we do have a couple of winners in here. I was hoping to see something that mimicked the stock Q50 paint job. But what we're going to do is jump in here and check out some color schemes. As you can see, one option for manufacturer colors. So let's jump into the normal colors. Now, I've always been a fan with the G37s and stuff like that for it to be completely black. And normally, I'm not one to have just a black. I mean, I do own a black car, but if I had a choice, which I did at one point, but the deal on my car was, ooh, I like that. The deal on my car when I bought it was just too good to pass up. But if I had a second chance, I would get a car probably you know, gunmetal gray or even a red color similar to this, which I'm thinking we're gonna buy for this sexy ass whip. But for the G37s, I've always liked a black Infiniti, man. I think that just looks so slick, and you know, you do a little bit of light tinting here and there, and you're just
Infiniti
in
Q60
business. However, for this build, what we're gonna do is paint it red, man, because I'm really liking that. So with that being said, obviously into the upgrade shop. Now, I don't know what engine's gonna be in here. Let's see if we can get a, we cannot see the size of the engine. Let's go over here to displacement. First and foremost, I'm not going to mess with the engine just yet. I will just want to see exactly what we are talking about as far as displacement goes. Is it going to tell us? Where did it tell you the displacement here? Oh, where is it? Where is it, you motherfucker? Maybe that's I'm thinking probably the Horizon 2 layout, just where they tell you the CCs of the engine, but it doesn't look like it. So obviously I'm not going to do the 5.2 liter V10, not going to do the 4.5 V8. I don't know if that's out of the M45. That would be pretty cool if it was, but I have a feeling that it's not. And what? This is a rear wheel drive? Get out of here, man. For real? Well, I guess we're going to see how it goes with the rear wheel drive. I would expected it to be for sure all-wheel drive, but fuck it, man. I'm not going to put that on there because that's looking a little big, and I do like the way that it looks stock. Oh my God. Get it out of here, man. Hell no. That is not happening at all. This is too sleek of a car to be messing it up with big splitters and shit like that, but what I do want to do, put a race tire on there. We're going to see what kind of power this bad boy makes. Now, I don't know what, I'm assuming it's going to have a GTR R35 powertrain on it. I don't see why it wouldn't. The Rouge Q50 did, and it was an absolute beast. Good build, definite sleeper. Let's see what we got as far as wheels go. Man, tell me that does not look like a Hyundai Genesis right now. Oh shit, man. That's kind of ugly. Those wheels are looking dope. I'm liking those, even though they're like super chromy and like 2000-ish, old school Millennium. That's looking like a nice set of OEMs there, man. But fuck it, let's see what else we got here. Man, those really do have a big ass dish on them. Booyah! You guys already know what's up, man. We just skimming through some wheels now. Always looking for wheels seems to be those are the wheels I got on the Q50. Oh, looking for wheels always seems to be the longest task in these builds. It takes up, you know, close to a minute, 2 minutes, where everything else I'm just rifling through. I did see a set that I like, being either those ones, which have a nice dish on them, or the Infiniti-ish. Now, let's go with the ones with a bit of a dish. Even though they're ugly and chrome, I think we're going to go with a gunmetal on those. Hopefully, the lip will stay chrome. And should look nice once we put a little bit of a drop on here. So, no option for up in the rim size. So, we're going to leave that the way that it is. Clutch, we are going to put on here. Now, obviously, because this is you know, a newer car, I want to keep the stockish as stock as possible. So I'm going to put the sport transmission just so I can adjust the gear ratios, the final drive ratio. And if I put a race transmission, that's going to change the gearing completely, and I don't want that. I want it to stay, you know, stock ratios from 1 to 6, and just be able to change the top speed. Then, because we, you know, it's rear wheel drive, we got to put on that race diff to get some mad skids happening for show. Everything else in there is looking good for me. We're gonna need some brakes, stock to race, and the suspension. Damn, that is just inching down. I was hoping to get a nice drop on here, but not looking like it. I'm going to leave the weight stock the way that it is, just because, you know, this car should be a pretty good performer out of the box. I don't think it will need any weight reduction. And as you can see from that power band, I'm going to guess that we have a turbo on here myself. We're going to see what it is when we get there. You know what? I'm not going to go too crazy with this. Let's just throw on intake and exhaust for shits and giggles. Starters, twin turbo. There it is. And wow, that is crazy. Now, I have a funny feeling that once we start getting a lot of power into this car, I got a funny feeling this thing is going to be a handful. But nonetheless, let's do some cams and displacement. Now, this is where I was hoping that it would tell us the displacement. Yeah, it doesn't look like it, man. So we are going to buy that engine block, and I'm going to leave it at this for now. We're going to jump into the paint booth, take it to the test track, see how it does, and hopefully it doesn't need any more work. The only thing that I can really think of that it will need for sure probably is that all-wheel drive swap, because I have a feeling that this thing is going to be a hell of a lot of power with that twin turbo going to those rear wheels. And like I said, I can't believe that Infiniti did not go all-wheel drive with this right out the box. So we are going to throw on a black coat here, and because of the black, and it's got those little rivets on the wheels, I'm not really a fan, man. I'm not really a fan. So what I think I'm going to do is go back and pick those OE spec G35 wheels. Now, the reason that I'm picking those wheels specifically is because I do have a set of 350Z wheels on my car, and that specific style seems to be a, you know, Nissan type. So where was it? I believe it was in here. Seems to be a pattern common with the Nissans. That thing just looks super spaceshipy. That's got to be winter mode there. But for us, we are going to drop that set on there, and that is looking fresh, man. I'm liking that. Looking more like a G37, which, you know, when it comes to crazy off builds like this, I like to keep things as OEM looking as possible, you know, just to keep things, because to be honest, when they come out with these concept cars, things are drastic and radical, but when the production models come out, completely different car. Usually has like way toned down styling and what's the other one? You know, just wheels and overall look and body panels and shit like that. So that's why we did that. What's our top speed? 370. That is crazy, man. I'm just going to leave that the way that it is for now. Once we get in there, we are going to see how it actually performs. And dampening, we are going to just drop that motherfucker. And what I also want to do, just because this is going to be more of a show car as opposed to a race car, until I get that all-wheel drive on there, we're going to throw some camber on it, slammed in stance this mofo, see what it looks like. So let's go for a little test drive, shall we? Now, what track? You guys know my favorite tracks here. We either have the Top Gear test track or the test track airfield. So let's jump into the airfield right now. Go for a little bit of a rip. I'm not going to get too crazy with the rips. I just want to see what this beast looks like, sounds like. Let's take a little seat inside the vehicle. See what it looks like from inside. And shit, man, put an end to this video. Now, that is looking really good with the drop on it. Significant difference. We are tucking now, boy. We are tucking indeed. It definitely sounds like an Infiniti, I'll give you that. Let's give her a little bit of some juice. Oh, that interior though. I gotta say, from this angle, kinda looks Accordish. It is definitely a very different car. Wow. You hear that turbo? Oh my god, man. If you guys want to look up online what this Infiniti Q60 actually has in it for a powertrain, let me know down in the comments. I'll look it up myself after the video. I'm going to guess GTR swap. Powertrain with rear wheel drive. It looks like some really old school, like just the way that the tail lights and the exhaust, like the little black part around, it looks like some really old school, like evil, like just a really old, like Cruella, something like a Cruella DeVille, like she would be driving back in the day, like that, you know what I'm saying? But oh shit, this thing is a goddamn handful. Oh, you ugly bastard, you dented up your rear end. Woo. Let's take a little, oh, reverse. So used to switching views in Forza Horizon by pressing Y. Even when I'm playing Grand Theft Auto, man, I'll be doing a mission trying to change the view and shit, and I'll just jump right out of the car and completely fuck everything up. Woo! Spinning around. And am I seeing him reach down? Oh no, he's got that paddle shifter happening. Like, to be honest, I know Infiniti was probably trying to be like more sporty and shit like that with this one, giving it the rear wheel drive and everything like that, but I would not be mad at them if they put an all-wheel drive with maybe 75% to the rear wheels. As you guys can see, it's just nothing but fighting with it to keep it straight. Ooh. I saw today at Shoppers Drug Mart that the Ferrari, I don't know who makes it exactly, but it was the wheel for Xbox One, had the paddle shifters. I would have myself liked to see a joystick shifter in it. I was thinking of getting that, man, but if I did, I'd have to build myself a whole custom setup. Let me know what you guys are gaming with, if it's worth it. I don't know what, it was like a Ferrari, I don't know, it had some kind of force feedback or some shit like that on it. $100, man, it's a pretty good deal, considering back in the day when I first got my 360, I paid like 150, I'm pretty sure, for the wheel that I had back then, and it was a hunk of shit, man. So yeah, let me know what you guys are playing with down in the comments. We are gonna pull off here, take a picture, and put an end to this video. So if you guys enjoyed this one, let me know what you thought. I've been taking some requests lately, which I have been just overwhelmed with the amount of people that have wanted to request different builds and stuff like that. So if you guys have a request, let me know down in the comments. Finally caught up, so I can finally catch up with them and stuff like that. But you guys let me know what you want to see, what you're playing. If you want to add me up to play, it's at DONSQUALE on Xbox One and PlayStation 3, man. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to put an end to this video. You know, don't forget to do all that good stuff, like, subscribe, and shoot, man. I guess that's it. We are going to catch you motherfuckers at the next one, man. Peace.